Our top story tonight, the man charged with the kidnap, rape, and murder of 18-year-old Naomi Irion last year won't face trial because he committed suicide a week and a half ago.
But the case against Troy Driver was laid out in detail at a news conference in Yerington this morning. Ed Pierce has those details.
I have seen the insurmountable evidence against Troy Driver. I know that Troy Driver was a coward who preyed on the vulnerability of an innocent young woman that was Naomi Irion.
And then his department laid out that evidence in detail, evidence which would have been presented at trial, tracking the case from video of a man approaching Naomi Irion's car at a Fernley parking lot early on the morning of March the 12th, 2022, to the gravesite at an abandoned mine in the remote corner of neighboring Churchill County. The identification and movements of his own pickup in the days that followed, and the discovery of forensic evidence, including his DNA on her body. He did not leave a confession, but a letter, an expression of regret and admission to the darkness within which he said he had struggled. Taken as a whole, the evidence was as overwhelming as described, and in the detail, it was all the more chilling for the planning behind all of it. Naomi Irion was apparently the only random element taken because she was there in that parking lot alone that morning. Everything else was planned. The grave in which she was left shot twice had been dug weeks in advance. Careful planning continued after the crime. He drove all the way to Winnemucca to buy new tires for his truck, leaving behind the ones which might have tied him to the crime scene. And his final, carefully considered act, his own death, taking note of jailhouse routine and picking an unobserved moment to exit this world. It's an imperfect ending, one which no one wanted, least of all her family.
I don't think the light that Naomi brought to this world could ever be extinguished. We will never forget her. We will forget the person that did this.
Troy Driver won't face any of this mountain of evidence in court, as he should have. He won't face the justice which was waiting for him. But it leaves no unanswered questions about his guilt. Ed Pierce, KOLO 8 News Now.